Some of the foreigners based in Rwanda state that the community work known as Umuganda is a sign of unity among Rwandans and a way to develop homegrown solutions, an example to other African countries. Manzi Prince kicks off the edition.
Leaders, employees and students in the African Leadership University, located in Masoro in Kigali City, are in a community work in Jabana, Nyarutarama in Gasabo district. Here at the Nyarurama schools, they are constructing water-holding walls, garden cleaning and planting fruits. Moreover, these schools were also constructed through community works, and the African Leadership University also played part. These are some of the students in this university.
And I come from South Africa, and you see that there are also marginalized communities as well, which are vulnerable to lack of education as well. So being a leader, experiencing this, I need to be in a place where I also initiate a program like this back in my home, because I've experienced this in Rwanda, and I've seen that it can be done. You know, I've seen that it can be done. We are actually here to commemorate that opening of this institution. So one of the most biggest thing that we need to do as leaders as well is being in a space where we identify a problem and we try our best to solve, because solutions are there. One of the things I've learned in Rwanda is that you guys are really much united and you are really striving to push forward your country. That's one of the things as well that most African countries need to adopt as well. You know, even the policies in Rwanda, they're very much favorable as well. You've seen President Kagame is doing his best, his very, very best to initiate these programs as well, to push his people as well. And that's one of the things that we need to learn as well as leaders as well. So thumbs up to His Excellency, President Paul Kagame, for his great initiatives. I mean, I look up to him as a leader as well. That's why one of the reasons why I came to Rwanda as well. It's because of a great leadership. For me to be in a space as well to learn about leadership.
The funny thing, back home we had something like this, what we called it Keep Bamenda Clean. It just was for cities and towns, but it actually died out due to the structure of governance and equally having to be able to spread the word. So people actually forgot about it. But now having to come here and be part of this actually creates that sense of bringing people together, because it goes beyond the bond of having to come to connect every Saturday, every weekend in order to be able to clean the spots, but actually building, as I said, building that brotherly connections between one another, getting to talk and then actually know where each and every person is coming from, and it keeps the nation united.
Employees at the African Leadership University say that the community work is a great example of good leadership.
Like I said, I'm from Senegal, and we don't do that there. And people always complain about, lack of help from government. They're always expecting and waiting for help. But if you start on your own, in your own communities, that's, to me, the best way to move things forward. I think this kind of initiative is really what we are looking for. We talk about leadership and leading by example. So having everyone from the community gather around, working, it shows good example to the younger generation and to everybody who's looking. So
I am so impressed by the sense of community spirit in Rwanda. I grew up in the United States, and I don't think I see a comparable spirit of caring for other people. And that's why we're doing what we're doing at ALU, because we want to educate the next generation of leaders for Rwanda and for Africa, and that means giving back.
The founder of the African Leadership University, Dr. Fred Swanika, also participated in this community work. He states that he's amazed by the integrity of Rwandans, seen in finding their own solutions to their problems.
I wish this model should be used all across Africa, in fact, even all around the world, because too often people are waiting for others to come and solve our problems. But this is an example of a community coming together to solve its own problems. And I think that it's too many times in Africa we are waiting for someone from the West to come and solve our problems. But here we are solving our own problems. And I think it's also a great way to bring the community together. People are getting to meet each other, they're forming relationships, and they're getting pride. One of the things I'm always very impressed about Rwanda is the concept of agatiro and having dignity. And there's dignity in service and solving your own problems. So I think this is a great model that can be replicated in the rest of Africa.
The Vice Mayor in charge of Socio-Economic Affairs in the city of Kigali, Martin Rugeni, states that the Umuganda Community Work is a great initiative that might be introduced in other countries.
ibihugu byinshi ndetse n'abantu benshi basigaye baza kureba.
Many countries and people usually come to see the uniqueness of Umuganda. The citizens constructing different infrastructures on their own and maintaining them. We believe it to be a good example set by Rwanda and might be introduced in other countries.
Different countries adopted Umuganda as one of the ways of developing homegrown solutions. These include some countries where the Rwanda Defense Forces are deployed. The world community of French-speaking countries also adopted it in what was named Umuganda Francophone. Prince Manzi, RTV News.